After our advantages, let us discuss some points of disadvantages of oxyacetylene gas welding. As per the disadvantages, heavy section cannot be joined economically. Matlab, if you are having you want to weld a heavy material, parent material, then the process is quite expensive. So here it is written, cannot be joined in economically. Flame temperature is less than the temperature of the arc. If we compare between the, we are not completing arc welding. So when we learn about the arc welding, this point you may be clear. That means in arc welding process, you know about the arc welding process. The temperature generation is slow if you compare it with an arc welding. Fluxes used in certain welding and brazing operation produce fumes that are irritate to the eyes, nose, throat and lungs. So in gas welding, if you are using a flux, so it can fumes may chance of formation. So it can deteriorate your eyes, nose, throat, lungs, etc. Gas flames takes a long time to heat of the metal than the arc. If you compare to the in between the arc welding and gas welding, so as the temperature generation is quite slower, so it will take some time. That means welding time, you can say welding time in the case of arc welding is very less than in comparison to the gas welding. So you can say gas welding taking more time for the welding purpose. Again, as we are using flames, so more safety problems are associated with the handling and storing of gases. So if you are, suppose you can store the gases, you have to kept in a safety mode, and again to handle the torch, so then it is very difficult. So quite safety problem are also be there. Acetylene and oxygen gases are rather expensive also. The cost of the acetylene and oxygen is also very costly. So these are some disadvantages. By mistakenly here it is again same word, advantages, but you have to think about that. Here it is disadvantages of oxyacetylene gas welding. Thereafter, now after completing your the principal advantages and disadvantages, let us discuss about the flames which are obtained from oxyacetylene gas welding. So as we know in the previous class already we named these flames. Here it is also in this slide it is clearly mentioned. We are having three types of flames: neutral flame, oxidizing flame and reducing flame. First of all, here you are having in this figure also you can see these are the flames. Let us discuss. A certain amount of oxygen required for combustion of fuel. When oxygen supply varies, the flame appearance obtained would be would also vary. So as we discuss, first of all we discuss about the neutral flame. Here you can see in this figure also, if the supply of oxygen is enough for the complete combustion of acetylene, the flame produced is called as a neutral flame. That means if the oxygen supply is enough to complete the complete combustion of the acetylene, then the flame which is produced is simply named as neutral flame. As a result of the complete combustion of acetylene, all available heat in acetylene is released. It is the most desirable flame to be used in oxyacetylene gas welding. So, as every portion of the acetylene has been combusted, so the heat generation is more. So by viewing viewing these flames, how you can find it? So basically, for easy identification, you can find like that. In neutral flame, you are finding two zones. Here you can see, here we are having two zones. A small cone extending a short distance from the tip of this torch. You can see here, from the tip of this torch, and an outer luminous envelope of bluish color. This is shown as bluish color. So if you are here in neutral flame, you are having two, here the inner white cone and outer flame. By viewing this, you can assume, you have to assume that the flame which we get, that is named as neutral flame. The first cone develops heat and the second cone protects the molten metal from the oxidation, as the oxygen is in the surrounding atmosphere is consumed by the gases from the flame. Stainless steel, cast iron, copper and aluminum. Then we discuss about your carburizing flame, which is in the C. Here less amount of oxygen is supplied, as a result of which a part of the combustible matter is left. Here, we are discussing about the C, point C. So here it consists of three zones. Now you can see you are finding three zones. An inner white cone, here is the inner white cone. Then an intermediate flame feather of reddish color. Here you can find it is having the reddish in color. And the bluish outer cone. Here the outer cone is bluish. The length of the flame feather is an indication of the excess acetylene present. So by viewing, if you compare between the neutral flame and the carburizing flame, you can find here we are having two zones, but here in this case we are having three zones. First the inner cone, another one is your intermediate cone, and the outer cone. By viewing this, you can find the three zones. So you have to imagine this type of flame, what you visualize is known as carburizing flame. Last one, we discuss about point B, oxidizing flame. How can you identify? Now, when oxygen is in excess, it is called oxidizing flame. If you are by using the regulator, if you provide more oxygen in comparison to the acetylene, then the flame which is we get, that is named as oxidizing flame. It has, now you can see here, it has two cones. Now you can see here one cone, another one is the outer cone. A small inner white cone, this is the inner white cone, with highest temperature up to 3300 degrees Celsius, and the next one is your outer bluish envelope. Here is the outer bluish envelope. By viewing these envelopes, or you can see the types or zone, you have to know or you have to identify which types of flame it is. So we discuss about oxidizing flame. The excess amount of oxygen present in the flame barely oxidize the metal. We are discussing about the oxidizing flame. This also produce loud noise. Here in the case, if you compare between the neutral flame and carburizing flame, here the noise of the tip is very high or loud, you can say. This flame is used for non-ferrous alloy such as copper based alloy, zinc based alloy, and also cast iron, manganese, steels. These are the materials which are get welded by using oxidizing flame. It creates an oxidized flame protective cover of the base metal pool. So here in this slide also we can having the neutral flame. Already we discussed about the neutral flame. These are the points. Again in this also, Here it is, we are using the carburizing flame. The supply of oxygen is further increased, the result of which an oxidizing flame. Already we discussed about that. That is the figure of the reducing flame. Now you can see here also by this side in the neutral flame. By this slide you can find the tip. Neutral flame about the temperature. This is the in the inner cone which is having that temperature. The outer cone is 23 degree Fahrenheit degree Celsius. So now